Hey, I'm Martin Putrelli. I'm a personal trainer. I've been doing this job for 5 years, but I've also been involved in the fitness industry for 10 years. So today I'm gonna have a client coming in. His name's Jordan. He has been physically active for 5 years, but unfortunately for him, he hasn't been able to keep up with his workout routine, let alone actually do any physical exercise at all, or run, or do any sports. So, with that being said, my goal for today, or better yet, my job for today, is to help him establish a goal that he can achieve in a short period of time. So, let's say about a month. And once he establishes this goal, I want him, with my help, to be able to build bigger and better goals that not only reach his potential that he was at before, but surpass every single level until he reaches his full potential. So, with that being said, I welcome Jordan right now. Hello, Jordan.
Hello.
Please have any seat within the couch.
Thank you.
Hello, Jordan. My name is Martin.
Nice to meet you.
You probably already know that. I'm going to be your personal trainer, and we're going to get to know each other really well. I'm going to get to know you, you're going to get to know me, and we're going to share our deepest, darkest secrets. By the way, mine is, or one of them is that I hate to clean my room. But, yeah, don't tell anyone I said that.
All right.
Now share your deepest, darkest secret. I'm waiting. No, I'm joking. But please elaborate on your athletic background, please, if you can.
Okay. So I've been consistently physically active for about 5 years now, and I've been exercising about 5 days a week, every single week.
Right.
But recently, I started my first semester at college, and it has been impacting my ability to exercise consistently.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I've been trying to juggle both, but like at this point, where like I just like have too much assignments and stuff like that, where like I literally just like am not exercising right now.
I understand you. I went through the same when I was your age, and it's not easy. And a lot of students go through this, and it's hard, but you'll get through it, and that's why I'm here
Yeah.
to help you. Okay. So you say this is mostly due to schoolwork. So can you tell me about what a normal week looks like for you?
Yeah, okay. So I have classes from Monday to Friday every single day.
Right.
So yeah, if I'm not in class, then I'm working on assignments, and if I'm finally caught up on assignments, I'm like really exhausted. So like for the little free time that I do have, I just like spend it relaxing, like playing video games or watching TV.
I don't blame you there. I watch TV all the time. I play video games all the time. We all need to do it every once in a while. But with that being said, is this the way you would like to spend your free time? Is this ideal, or better yet, how would you like to spend your free time in an ideal world?
Okay, so in a perfect world, if I wasn't exhausted from all the assignments and if I just had more time in general,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to spend my free time, you know, going back to exercising consistently 5 days a week.
Right. Okay. So we do not live in an ideal world, but we can get close to that and maybe even actually reach that at one point. But now that we're here, how do you feel about us working together to establish a reasonable goal for you that you can achieve, that you can maintain for one month?
Yeah, if it works, that sounds great.
Okay. So what is normally recommended is minimum of 3 days of physical activity per week. So does this sound good to you?
Um, yeah, well, Monday, I'm like busy pretty much all day. On Tuesday, though, I don't have any classes until 12:30, and on Wednesday, I only have class from 10:30 to 12:30, and then I have the rest of the day off. For Thursday, I can't really remember, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty busy. and then on Friday I only have a 9:30 class, and then I'm free the rest of the day.
Okay, so we can definitely work around this. It does sound like you have free time. There are two no-go days. So Monday, that's a no-go. Thursday, that's a no-go. Tuesday, you say you have class only at 12:30 to 2:30.
Yeah.
Normally it doesn't go farther than 2:30, or it can't. But normally it doesn't go farther than 2. I'm assuming, right?
That's right.
Okay, so would you feel like you can work out before 12:30, or and feel energized to go to class, or would you rather go to class first and then go to the gym?
Yeah, it depends. I would definitely like to exercise earlier in the day. However, sometimes I'm up really late working on assignments and stuff like that. So like, sometimes in order to get enough sleep, I'll have to like sleep in
Right.
for the mornings I don't have classes.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, if that does happen, I normally don't sleep past 9:30.
Okay, 9:30. We can work around worst case scenario. So let's say for all these days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, that you sleep till 9:30. You sleep in. Okay, so you sleep until 9:30 on Tuesday. You have breakfast. You have about 3 hours till your class. Would you say that 10:30 is a reasonable time to go to the gym? Does it give you enough time to go, come back, shower, and go to class?
Um, yeah, I think, yeah, that could work. Yeah,
You think you can do that?
yeah,
and you won't have to work on assignments, and you'll have the rest of the day to work on assignments from 2:30 and onwards, the rest of the day.
yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
So that's all you need is 1 hour per day of physical activity. So this is good. We have one day assigned already. So second day, Wednesday, you work, or you have classes 10:30 to 12:30, you said?
That's right.
Okay, so obviously if you wake up at 9:30, it would be impossible to go to the gym before class. So let's say that you go after class. Would you have lunch during your lectures? Because I know they're online. Would you have class during your lectures or after your lectures?
Um, yeah, if I'm not taking notes, then yeah, I would eat lunch during my lectures, like I make it and eat it. Um, but if I have to take notes, then yeah, I'll have to wait till after my lecture.
Okay, this is good. And would you feel that if you have lunch at 12:30, you can go to the gym at 1:30?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, this is good. We have our second day assigned already. So so Friday, let's work on that. So 9:30 to 10:30 class. You do not have time to go to the gym before, obviously, if you wake up at 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to class and it lasts, because you won't have breakfast if you wake up at 9:30. Do you want to have breakfast right after the class, or go to the gym right after and then have a brunch type?
I prefer eating before going to the gym, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so let's say you eat at 10:30 and you go to the gym at 11:30. Does that impede with your lunch schedule?
No, because I would have had breakfast, so like, I would have already eaten, so going to the gym would be fine. I would just like have a later lunch.
Okay, this is fine. So if you go to the gym at 11:30, you can come back, have lunch at 12:30. Okay, so that's our 3 days per week program is established. Basically, well, I have to build the programs for you,
Mhm.
but this is good. Now that we have a reasonable goal that you can maintain for a month, we can move on to the action plan forms and the physical activity forms,
Okay.
which I have right here. I'm gonna have you fill them out, which are gonna help me actually build your program and take some things into consideration. So the first one I'm gonna give you is the the healthy physical activity participation questionnaire, and this outlines the frequency at which you currently work out, the intensity at which you every time you work out. So like moderate intensity or high intensity would be like sprints, for example. And it also outlines your perceived fitness. So do you perceive your own fitness to be good, bad, or average?
Okay.
And after all that, you just take the sum of all those numbers, circle them in the appropriate box, and it'll give you your current fitness level.
Okay.
All right.
All right. There we go.
Thank you, Jordan. So let me just take a look here. So the second physical activity form I have for you is a fantastic lifestyle. It looks long, but trust me, it's not that complicated.
Okay.
All you have to do is put an X on each box, and what it does is it outlines certain. I know you probably don't have any, but certain vices that you might have. It shows how you get along with friends and family. It shows here like how much alcohol you consume, how much sleep you get, etc. So if you fill out the boxes, and it'll sum up all the ticks, the X's that you put in each box, and then it'll show your final physical level.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Thank you, Jordan. So now that we're done the two physical activity forms, these are meant, by the way, to analyze like what you currently are at. And now the next stage is the action plan forms, which are to build your goal on.
Okay.
So the first one is the stage of change questionnaire, and this is like probably the most simple out of the four. This one is meant to outline or to let me find out what your current willpower is at to do some physical exercise
Okay.
or to reach your goal. So for example, do you feel motivated or do you feel unmotivated? Do you currently do physical exercise? Do you not?
All right. Sounds pretty straightforward. There we go.
Thank you, Jordan. So the last one is the barriers to physical activity, and this is a 2-pager one, and this will, yeah, that's okay. It's pretty simple. So this all it does is outlines the things that are currently preventing you from working out. So for you, it would be lack of time or work if the options does show up on there.
All right. Okay. There
Alright.
we go.
Good job, Jordan. So now that we have all your information, this is gonna help me work around your barriers, work around, I don't think you have a poor mental state, but work around that. Work around what your current physical fitness level is, and work around your current lifestyle. So I'm gonna try to intrude as least as possible and
Okay.
help you achieve your goal as easily as possible. And because if we make it as easy as possible, it's gonna be more maintainable, right? And you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be more motivated. So that concludes our session for today. I'm glad that you came here. I'm very encouraged to go through this journey with you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, Jordan.
Thank you very much, Brian.
It's been
You
fun,
too.
and I hope you have a good one.
You too.
All right. So you notice there that I went through some behavioral skills. So one that I used, I always maintained eye contact with Jordan, and I feel like this helped with showing him that I'm always concentrated and I'm listening to what he's saying. Another thing that I used is that I'm always nodding my head when he's making a point. I'm always saying things like, mm-hmm, yeah, I get it, or right, which shows also that I'm paying attention. I also used open body language, like I crossed my legs and I kept my arms like slightly flared or maybe on my knees, shows that I'm relaxed, right? So by showing him that I'm relaxed or I'm open, it's gonna establish like a calm environment. Also, another thing that I used is at the beginning, I did like an invitational skill, which was I said something like, what was my deepest darkest secret? I said like I don't like to clean my room. Obviously, a stupid thing to say, but made him laugh, opened him up, and quick. You notice that quickly after I said that he went into detail about his lifestyle. Also, what I think the most important things are when first introducing yourself to someone, or in this case being a personal trainer, is a firm handshake, because a firm handshake not only like helps you establish yourself, but it also like asserts dominance, and not in a bad way, but you're supposed to assert dominance. If you're the personal trainer, you're supposed to be I don't want to say ruling over him, but you're supposed to give him comfort and guidance, right? So this is what a firm handshake does. But I went straight from firm handshake. I went to open body language. So again, I'm mentioning this again, but I think this is the second most important thing. Open body language allows, after a firm handshake, allows the client to feel at ease, feel that he's being taken care of, that he's being listened to, and that this is not a judgmental environment, that he can do, or she can do or say whatever he wants without being judged. And another thing that I find is really important is eye contact, which I also did, because I'm repeating myself, but it shows that I'm paying attention to him. And the forms that I chose were because I chose a physical lifestyle checklist because I thought it was the most detailed out of all of them, of him telling me about the lifestyle that he has. So if he were to have a improper lifestyle, let's say like he drinks excessively, he does too many drugs, there are certain things that I have to avoid or have to work around, right? Or if I know that he doesn't get along with his family or friends, I have to know things like this to do my job, right? And I thought this, out of all the lifestyle forms, I thought this was the most detailed and the one that could help the client and myself the most. And not only that, it also mentions the food guide, which helps the client's nutrition, which it goes beyond the personal trainer's job, but it can also help nutritionists. And my second physical activity form that I chose was the healthy physical activity participation questionnaire. And I chose that one because I thought it was like the briefest out of all of them. And it was also very concise. I liked how it was only 3 sections, and it outlined like I said, frequency, intensity, perceived fitness, and I just found it really helpful for me and the client, because I get to know what his fitness level is at, and I get to know how I can work around that to build his program. So if his fitness level is low, I'm not gonna immediately build an intense program. If his fitness level is high, I have to raise the intensity, right? So, and moving on to the action plan forms, I chose the stage of change questionnaire because I thought it was the briefest one of all the action plan ones, but I also thought it was interesting in guiding me how to know how ready he is. So I know we talked about this in certain lectures in psychology about the maintenance stage. Or so, for example, if he chose level 5 in this case, like I participate in regular physical activity, have done so for more than 6 months. So this doesn't include the past 2 weeks, which is where he has been slacking, right? But before these past 2 weeks, he has been active. So it's not due to his own will that he hasn't been working out. But this does help me in knowing how ready he is. So, for example, if he were to select level 1, he would say, I'm not physically active and I do not plan on becoming so in the next 6 months. I know that it's going to be hard to convince him. He's not at the maintenance stage. He's at the barely getting ready stage. So that's going to be hard. And for the barriers to physical activity, which is the 4th form that I chose, the second action plan one, I chose this one because I thought it was the one that I was most comfortable with after using it so much in class, and it was just really simple to go through. It's basic math. You just estimation. You just have the client circle a number, a level at which they rate the importance of certain factors that play into them going to the gym or doing any physical exercise or not. And I just thought it was really simple and straightforward. And that concludes the video.